Hi, I'm Tanya Cooper, and I am here to interview some of the mentors for Mentor Chat Pitch Wars 2014. In this video, you're going to hear what some of our mentors are looking for in their inboxes and get to know them a little more personally. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to have each of you introduce yourselves first. If you could give your name, what you write, if you are represented by an agent or published, and what you're hoping to find in your inbox. Amy, if you could go ahead and start for us.
I am Amy Reichert, and I write light women's fiction, and I am represented by Rachel Ekstrom of the Irene Goodman Agency. And I don't have a book out yet, but keep an eye on my Twitter feed, and hopefully soon you'll see something. Last year I was a Ninja Mentor, and I'm hoping this year in my inbox I will see some other women's fiction, romance. I like fantasies. I like science fiction. Kind of everything. Really, it's the writing that grabs me. And I forget. I think that's about it. I think I covered the bases.
You did great. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Okay.
Nice to have you.
Thanks.
Okay, Eden, you're next. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're hoping to find in your inbox?
I'm Eden Plants. I'm an editor. I've been an editor for approximately a gazillion years, give or take, and an author under a few pen names for slightly fewer. I participated in Pitch Wars last year as a ninja mentor, and when I had the opportunity to join from the beginning this year, I was super excited to do so. I'm mentoring adult and new adult fiction this year, and I'm looking for not necessarily any particular genre. I love them all. Mostly just something that grips me from the beginning. Anything that has a strong story and an even stronger beginning will get my attention.
That's awesome. Great. Thank you, Eden. Okay, Julie, can you tell us a little bit about you and if you are looking for any specific gems in your inbox?
I'm Julie Sonderdecker, and I have been in Pitch Wars for the last, this time and last time. This is my second year. And let's see, I write science fiction and fantasy mostly. I do dabble in other genres, but I write for all categories. And I have actually two agents, so I've won this query lottery not once but twice. My fantasy science fiction kind of stuff, fairy tale retellings and stuff like that, is represented by Michelle Johnson of Inklings, and that is on submission right now. And my nonfiction is represented by Andrea Somberg of Harvey Klinger, and that she sold my book last year, and it's going to come out in September. This year in Pitch Wars, I'm gonna lean toward the speculative fiction stuff. I'm looking for new adult and adult manuscripts, but mostly I just focus on character. I get really grabbed by character. So if something outside my comfort zone comes into my inbox and it has fantastic characters, I'm gonna go for it.
That's awesome. Congratulations on your success. That's awesome. Okay, we are going to go ahead and get to one of the questions I'm asking you guys tonight. This first one is a little more serious, on the serious side, I guess you could say. So, let's see, Amy, could you tell me how heavily do you depend on the query versus the first pages?
I love this question. And I really strongly feel that, especially in a contest like this, given the volume of submissions, that the query pages are so important. The query page is so important. because the query is what's going to get my attention, but it is the pages then that are going to hold it. So it's very important that query is very strong, but it's also important that you have the page to back it up. So the competition is very fierce. So I think that they both need to be fierce, but if you don't have a strong query, I'm never going to get to your strong pages.
Mm-hmm. Julie agrees. That's great, and and I think that's great advice. If people decide to go on it and query agents, or anyone who has queried agents before, as I have, that's very true. So thanks, Amy. Okay, Eden, we have a fun question for you. What are you looking for in a manuscript?
I'm looking for anything that'll grab me from the very beginning, the tippy top, the very first words. Something with a strong narrative voice. Pacing issues can be worked on. General issues like that can be worked on, but something that shows sound mechanics, strong grasp of grammar, and a very gripping storyline.
Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you so much for a little glimpse inside your head, Eden. Okay, and Julie, I'm looking at my notes over here. How closely are you watching what agents are looking for?
Popular answer to that question, but I'm really not looking at what the agents are looking for. My philosophy on this is if the author specifically is looking to get an agent only through this contest, and they're really looking at this contest as a vehicle for that, then they'll probably do their homework and enter if there are enough agents that are looking for what they write. But for me, I'm really looking for kind of the bigger picture, and I'm going to latch on to an author's story if I really think it's almost there and it has potential to sign with somebody, even if that agent is maybe not in this contest. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to be grooming them for, I guess, whatever's next, even if it's not through the contest. So last year, urban fantasy was kind of a hairy category because it's such a packed genre these days. It's so hard to get somebody to sign one of those urban fantasies because it's just there's so many of them right now and everybody's real picky. But I picked an urban fantasy as my mentee last year, and he got signed through the contest. So it was risky, but I wasn't out for personal glory. Just I have to win and be the best mentor and get these bragging rights. So honestly, I'm really not looking at what the agents for this contest are asking for. But I probably will. I'll probably take a glance at it when I find out who my special mentee is going to be.
Very awesome. Great. Thanks. I think the writers will welcome that. Okay. Now I have one more question for each of you, and this question is not in association with this event. This question is to let your potential mentees get a little closer look at you personally. And I have kind of some odd, I guess you could say odd, unrelated questions. And this is just, I want you to clear your mind and be open-minded and yes, and we're going to start with Amy again. Amy, I have a question for you. If you had to choose who you would have beside you, should for some reason something catastrophic happen to the world, would you rather it be Katniss Everdeen or Tris Pryor from Divergent and from the Hunger Games?
That is a very easy question. It's absolutely Katniss Everdeen. Thank God I've read them both.
I know, I was so hoping. I thought, man, I'm totally screwed if you have not read these.
Absolutely Katniss Everdeen. She is great under pressure. She's excellent at thinking on her feet. She is hardcore badass. Sorry if I can't swear.
No,
she's not afraid to kill someone as needed, and shoot an arrow like nobody's business, and make arrows if she needs them. So, yeah. Katniss Everdeen.
Yeah, you can't lose with her.
No.
Awesome. Thank you for your quick answer.
Yes.
Okay, Eden, are you prepared? Are you ready? Okay. I have to ask. A lot of people may find this, very useful when when they're really looking at their mentors and so on. So I have to ask, would it be, if you had to choose, would you rather be a Jedi? This is my lightsaber. Or Spider-Man?
I would absolutely be a Jedi. And not just because I'm scared of spiders, but
yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. But cool ships, cool toys, cool friends. You can't lose.
I agree. You really can't lose. And if you, if you do, you just, use your lightsaber. I mean, you're all good. Or the Force. You got the Force. I mean. Okay, thank you, Eden. Okay, Julie, you're up next. Okay, my last question for the night, and it may be the most important and the most telling. Okay, if you were to take a vacation, which we were just talking and you've taken vacations recently, I need to know, would you be taking a little luau vacation where you are sipping on some drinks, relaxing on the beach, reading a book, kicking back, maybe even a few more drinks? I don't know. That's what I would do. Or would you go backpacking? Rough it. Maybe, take some unpaved trails. What do you think,
I'm
Julie?
definitely going with the luau. I'm kind of spoiled, and also there's no internet in the forest, so I would die.
That's great.
As long as
You're
I don't
honest.
have to eat any coconuts, though, because I'm not into coconuts. But other than that, yeah, and the book sounds great.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty. Brenda just chimed in, by the way, on the side, and she said, I hate coconuts. Just so you all know.
Sisters.
Okay. I think that concludes all our questions. Thank you guys so much for giving your time and your efforts to this event, for kind of paying it forward for all those aspiring authors out there. And have a great time, and I'll be watching on the sidelines.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Nice to meet everyone.
Thank you for joining us. Again, I'm Tanya Cooper, and we're going to talk to some of the mentors for Pitch Wars 2014. Let's go ahead and see what these mentors are looking for in their inboxes.
Hi everyone, my name is Shauna Silver and I'm a YA writer represented by Jim McCarthy. My alter ego, R.S. Prizer, has a YA novel coming out next spring from Merit Press. But I'm actually going to be mentoring new adult and adult in this contest. For adult, I'm looking for sci-fi and magical realism, and for new adult, I want something sexy, contemporary, and set in college. Can't wait to read all your submissions.
Hi, I'm Karma. Yes, that is with a K. And yes, my parents were hippies. And I write women's fiction. My debut novel is coming out next July. And as for what I'm looking for in Pitch Wars, I would love to see all the women's fiction manuscripts. If it has magical realism in it, that's even better. I also love marriage thrillers like Gone Girl and Silent Wife. So if you have those manuscripts, please send them my way. As for what I'm like as a mentor, I would say that I'm a tough critique, but very thorough and very fair. So I look forward to seeing what you have, and good luck.
Hey, I'm Dan Coble. I'm a Pitch Wars mentor this year. I'm a working genetics researcher. I write sci-fi and fantasy, and I'm a bow hunter. Told you so. I like fantasy, like sci-fi. I'm a thriller. I like thrillers. So if you've got one of those, send it my way. Nice meeting you.
Hi, I'm Kristen Strassel. I'm looking for new adult and adult submissions, outside of the box characters and new adult, diverse characters, rock stars and musicians, and I'm also very happy to say paranormal romance. For more on what I'm looking for, go to brendadrake.com and follow the link to my site. And I look forward to seeing what you've got.
Hi, I'm Jason Nelson, and I'm looking for fantasy of all flavors, but especially the quirky, funny, outright strange variety. Thanks.
Hey guys, my name is Charlie Holmberg. I am a fantasy writer and the author of The Paper Magician and The Glass Magician, both of which are coming out from 4-7 North this year. I am represented by Marlene Stringer of the Stringer Literary Agency, and for Pitch Wars, I will be mentoring new adult and adult fantasy and space opera. And guys, the weirder, the better. So if you have a quirky manuscript sitting on your hard drive, I'm your girl. Good luck with Pitch Wars, and may the odds be forever in your favor.
Hey, Carolee Miller here. I am an adult erotic romance author. I'm represented by Dawn Dowdle of the Blue Ridge Literary Agency. I'm also managing editor at Anaya Press. A few quick things about me. I'm happily married. I have 5 children. I love dogs, especially pit bulls. I hate being in front of the camera, and if it weren't for Brenda's constant words of encouragement and fellow mentor and close friend Eden Plants telling me if she was going to do it, I had to do it, I really would not be doing this. So I guess that's a useful piece of information as well. I cave easily to peer pressure. So do what you will with that. Please just be gentle. Good luck in Pitch Wars.
Hi, my name is Sarah Henning. I'm an adult mentor for Pitch Wars, and this is my second year as a mentor. The very first year I was a mentee and scored my agent through the contest, so I can tell you it really does work. This year I'm specifically looking for mysteries and thrillers. It's what I write and what I read and what I love. So if you've got a little bit of Lee Child or Lisa Gardner in you, I'd love to see you in my inbox. Welcome to the contest.
Hi guys, my name is Jen Blackwood and I am a new adult author with Entangled Embrace. This year I'm mentoring new adult and adult for Pitch Wars. I am specifically looking for romance. In adult, I would like to see contemporary romance. The steamier, the better. Think something along the lines of Tessa Bailey and Ronnie Lauren. In new adult, I'm looking for contemporary romance and mystery. If you have something along the lines of Veronica Mars, please send it my way. I will die of happiness, and then my ghost will happily work with you on your book. I look forward to seeing your submissions. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bridget Drake, host of Pitch Wars. I hope you enjoyed the chats and the videos. First off, I would like to give a big, huge thanks to Rebecca Darrows for organizing the chats, and to Tanya Cooper for her mad interviewing skills. Also, I would like to remind you that the submissions for Pitch Wars is August 18th, and it runs for 24 hours, and that's New York time. I hope to see you August 18th. Thanks. Bye.